Hey everyone, welcome to Kempner Canucks. My name is RevTrev, and I'm so glad you're here because tonight we're talking about what every Canucks fan's talking about today is, can we play spoiler one last time this season? Listen, it's been a disaster of a year. We're last place. So any Oilers fans that come into this stream or watch this later and you're angry, we get it. You're going to say, yeah, the Canucks suck. Yeah, I know that. I've been watching the games. We're the worst, okay? We're the absolute worst. But guess what we're doing right now? We've played spoiler the last 3 games in a row, and I'm loving it. In a season where we've lost so much, we finally got to 9 home wins all year, okay? All year. We've got the opportunity to potentially to play a major spoiler on the Edmonton Oilers. Now, it's not your traditional spoiler where you knock someone out of the playoffs, or you know what I mean? But we could, if everything goes the way it should, that game on Thursday night, the final game, could be the one where we move this this Oiler team that you fans, you've got to be optimistic about this year. It's like last 2 years you've been in the finals. You would expect that they would run it again, right? Especially with a guy like Hyman coming back and Draisaitl coming back sometime in the first round, your percentages go up big time. Now, I understand goaltending's an issue. It always is. I do not understand why the Edmonton Oilers have not fixed their goaltending issue. It makes no sense. Why didn't you 8 years ago just start drafting goalies in the second round? One of them is going to eventually pop. There's always great goalies in the second round. This is craziness. Like, how have you not fixed this? And before it's like, well, we needed to fix our defense. It wasn't really by draft. I guess Bouchard, yeah. Bouchard, but that's not a second round pick. That's a first round pick, if I remember correctly, right? Draisaitl's a first round pick. Nugent Hopkins, first round pick. McDavid, first round pick. I don't understand how you didn't fix that. But anyways, you never know. Like, I actually like Ingram. I like him a fair bit. Jari has been a disaster, but he just can't stay healthy, and he hasn't played well. And you traded away Skinner, who literally has played really well for Pittsburgh. Look at how good they are, and they're going into the playoffs this year too. It's been a wild ride for the Oilers. But so the big question tonight is this: can the Canucks play spoiler and upset the Oilers during the last game of the year? Then they would have to play the Colorado Avalanche in the first round, which literally that is the number one thing that every Canucks fan has been talking to me about today. Hey, RevTrev, what do you think? What do you think that we can actually do the spoiler? We just beat the San Jose Sharks and basically put the nail in the coffin for their playoff hopes. Then we played, who was next? Anaheim. They're trying to win that game to advance ahead of the Oilers, okay? We beat them in overtime. Then last night we go and we beat the LA Kings at home in their final home game. And it hurt their chances as well. But the thing is, and so this, if everything goes the way that Canuck fans are thinking maybe Calgary fans would be on our side on this one. Maybe other teams would be excited about this. Would the Avalanche and the Oilers end up playing? Let me show you what I mean by that. I'm going to bring this up. Okay, so as you can see here, this is a tight race. Okay, the Vegas Golden Knights at this moment, they're playing right now. They're playing the Kraken, I believe, right now. If they win or even get a point, they're winning at this moment. And we'll look at that in a second. If they get 1 point, Edmonton cannot leapfrog them tomorrow with a win. Okay? So that's a fact, right? But if the Ducks and the Kings win tomorrow, they can leapfrog the Edmonton Oilers. So let's look at what that looks like, okay? This is craziness, okay? Let's look at what's going on right here. Okay, so Stars beat Sabres, which that was an epic game, final and shootout. Panthers smoked Red Wings. Okay, now let's get to Kraken Golden Knights final. So it's a final now. It's a final. So the Edmonton Oilers cannot. Let's go back to standings just for a second. Okay, did they update it yet? Did they update it? Yes. So it's impossible for Edmonton to get past the Vegas Golden Knights. They have clinched the Pacific Division, okay? So with that in mind, okay, 4-1 victory. Look at the games Thursday on the final day of the season, okay? Blues Mammoth. Ducks go into playing in Nashville and got to play the Predators. So they should win that game, right? The Predators are terrible this season. Well, I shouldn't say terrible. They're not as good. 38 wins is still pretty impressive, actually, if you think about it. That might be a closer game than you think. But the Preds are mailing it in, right? Then you've got the Kings going into Calgary. That one looks like a closer one because of 35 wins, 33 wins difference. But look at how many losses the Flames have, okay? 39-26. Wow. The Kings have to win that game, right? They have to win that game. So Ducks, Kings win that game, and then it comes down to the Canucks and Oilers game. That's what it comes down to, okay? And whoever wins. Now, look, we only had 25 wins the entire season, but the majority of our wins have come on the road. And we've won a bunch of road games in April. So we're talking, yes, we've lost 48 games. It's the worst in the league. I get it, yada, yada, yada. But for one night, is this going to happen? Is this going to play out? So if we go back to the standings real quick here, okay? You've got Vegas solidified. Edmonton, if you lose, the Ducks win. The Kings win. They leapfrog the Oilers, which means they would play the Colorado Avalanche in the series. This is what you were talking about here, okay? This is wild. Can this happen, okay? Can this happen? Can this right here, what every Canucks fan is kind of hoping for, it's our only saving grace from the season. It's just seeing the successful struggle. And then when listen, I'm not planning on watching. If it's the Oilers versus Ducks series, I'm not watching that series. I'm sorry, I'm not. If it's the Kings versus the Oilers in round one, I'm not watching that series. To me, that's I've just watched this 5 times. Boring. I mean, I might watch more of the Ducks Oilers, but I don't think I'm going to watch that. What the series I would watch is the next round if you guys beat one of those teams and go and play Vegas. That's the series I'll watch, Oilers Vegas. And then, but if you lose to us, okay, if you lose to us and you play the Colorado Avalanche in round 1 versus 8, I'm telling you right now, I'm watching every one of those games. I'm watching, And I'm probably streaming every game after that, and I'll be cheering for the Avs the entire way. Now, some of you are like, man, you're a hater. No, we're just rivals, okay? I respect the Oilers. I still think that you had the greatest team in hockey history when you had Gretzky, Messier, Curry, Coffey, Grant Fear, all those guys, Lowe, everyone. All those stuff, Glenn Anderson, that's the greatest team, in my opinion, the greatest team to ever play this sport. I have nothing but respect for you guys. It bothers me that you've won so many cups and we have not, okay? So I am a bit jealous. But I'm not going to lie, last 2 years, I'm cheering for Florida. How can I, flip the switch and say, I don't cheer for you all year, but then it comes to the playoffs and it's like, we need a Canadian. No, we don't. We don't need a Canadian. I want the Canucks to win the Stanley Cup. That's it. Now, I wouldn't mind seeing Montreal win this year, but it's the Oilers. You're in our division. I can't cheer for you. I cannot. Now, I like McDavid. I like Draisaitl. I think they're super talented. I love how you added Hyman. I do think that Nugent Hopkins is a good player. Not a fan of Broussard. No, not a fan of Nurse. Not a fan of your goaltending. But I like some of your players. Respect them a lot. But I'm sorry. I just can't cheer for you guys. And I know there's a lot of Canuck fans that are going to cheer for you. And there's nothing wrong. Fan whatever way you want. The fandom, you can do whatever you want. You want to cheer for a Canadian team in the playoffs, you go for it, and all the power to you. And I will not criticize you for that. You might criticize me for not cheering for the Oilers. But guys, I'm just telling you right now, Oilers versus Avalanche, round 1, sign me up. I'm watching that every day of the week. I'm watching that every day of the week. That is, well, it's not every day. It's every second day. But I would love to see this. And so you guys tell me, as Canuck fans, would you like this? Would you like to see this happen? Because I'm saying absolutely 100%. Okay, just a reminder, if you like Canucks content that is passionate, realistic, and honest, hit the like and subscribe. And also, just before we get into some comments tonight, I'm going to be doing a post-game show. It's the last game of the season. Tomorrow night after the game. Win, lose, or tie, or I should say shootout loss. I'm going to be doing the final post-game show of the year for our Vancouver Canucks. And you know me, that's the guy. I do this kind of stuff on the regular, okay? So make sure you follow me on YouTube, X, or Facebook to make sure you see the post-game show, okay? So don't forget about that. All right, I want to get into your comments, everyone, okay? But before we do that, I'm going to hit the promo, and I'm going to get right into it, okay? All right. Just so you know, I just want to tell you, this is my friend, good friend, Mikey V, sent me this a few days ago. Okay. And he said this to me, literally, what was this, yesterday? Dude, last game of the season and Oilers play the Canucks. Please let us win. You begging? You worried? Our little 3-game winning streak causing a little bit of concern on some Oilers things. Okay. And I'm like, listen. Are you guys going to sit your starters? I said. He goes, I hope not. We need to be heading into the playoffs with some momentum, and we have played so bad. At least our goalie is starting to make some saves. I mean, I said it might be wise to sit some of your starters. You've had 2 long runs in the playoffs. Injuries are tough to overcome. When is Draisaitl supposed to return? And he said, in the playoffs, Hyman returns for the game against the Canucks, which is positive for you guys. And I'm like, the regular season does not matter. The regular season does not matter for the Vancouver Canucks. Or sorry, apparently for us either. But for the Edmonton Oilers, it's all about the playoffs, right? Anyways, I said, I in my opinion, I think your Oilers will play either Anaheim or LA. I think Edmonton smokes either one of those teams in the first round. I'm going to stand by that. If you play the Ducks or the Kings, you're going to kill those teams. You're winning. You're advancing to the next round. Now, going against Vegas, it's another story. Can you pass Vegas? Which you probably can. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So, there's one last picture I want to show you guys, but I want to get into your comments here. So, the big question is, can the Canucks play spoiler? Will they play spoiler? And I forgot to download this, so I'm going to bring this up. So let's dive in. Okay, let's dive into this, but I want to put this up first. This one's too funny not to put up. It's under downloads. Here we go. Oh, this is too good. I'm just keeping that up there. Okay? I'm just keeping that up there. All right? All right. People first. Yukon is in the building. Good to see you. Perkvetti's here as well. Good to see you. Perkvetti says, I don't think the spoiler will happen, but it's interesting to think about. It might think about. People are here. Vegas won tonight. That's right. William Terry wants to talk about the Pens Flyers, the best series. I'm looking forward to that one as well. He thinks that the 2003 Red Wings are stacked, or was it 2002? Okay, I still think the Oilers were better. The Oilers were better. They have a bunch of the greatest players of all time on that list. On that team, I mean. Okay, Prickvetti says, how can you not be tired of watching Americans win our trophies, saying that hockey is their game? I played too much hockey in Canada to let that go. Okay, I'll tell you why. Because a lot of the teams that win are loaded with Canadian players. For example, St. Louis Blues. When they won the Cup, they had a ton of Canadian players. Okay? So it's not about the location. It's about the players on that roster. So I don't know. This is the thing. It's like, you can't be Canadian unless you cheer for Canadian teams. Sorry. That's just not true. It's just not true. You can fan whatever way you want. You're going to flip the script and start cheering for the Oilers? Feels weird to me. So, USA wins again. Okay. Brian, only 20 days away from the lottery. Exactly. May 5th, can't get here faster. Okay. US wins with Canadian players propping them up. Yep. So, the American program has risen. So, what do you think Canadians watch after hockey is done? Baseball. You know why? Because we have the Blue Jays. That's why. What a great year they had last year. Hope they can keep it going next year. But I think a lot of Canadians watch the NFL. A lot of Canadians watch CFL. So, but it'll be CFL first because that season starts first. So, we still play hockey. That's the difference. Okay. Yeah. We still keep going. Make the draft lottery make sense. Can't figure it out. Oh, yeah. I'll show it to you right now. We're supposed to be talking about the Oilers here, guys. But where did I put that? Here it is, right here. This is where the draft lottery comes in. Okay. So being last place, we have a 25.5% chance of picking first. Okay. Now, some of you are going to say that's not a good percentage. No, I understand that. But the next best team, which is it Chicago, whoever ends up coming second. Second to last, that is. They have a 13.5% chance or something like that. Like it's a big, we have the best odds coming first. If we don't get that, we have the second, we have good odds again to pick second, 18.8. But we, no matter what, if we don't get first pick, we don't get second pick, we automatically get third. We cannot drop farther than third. We have the 55.7% chance of picking third. So, yeah. So do you ever hear of Michigan or Wisconsin? And we won gold. Okay. Are you talking about the Badgers and the Wolverines in the NCAA that are only American teams? Is that what we're talking about? I don't really understand what you're saying there. Okay. Coach Rob. Oh, let's go back to here. This is more, I like this one better. Good to see you, Coach Rob. Good to see you. Sorry, Trev. Okay. No apology necessary. I don't think, but okay. I say same thing about the Canadians. Oh, okay. Cool. People like William keep me from cheering for American teams. Too cocky? That's fair. You can fan any way you want. Do whatever you want. I do not look at you differently for cheering for the Oilers. Go for it. You didn't miss the live. You have not missed it. I say the same thing about Canadian. Oh yeah, we already talked about that. By the way, speaking of Canadians, Montreal Canadiens, they arguably have the best team of all time. Them or the Oilers, or couldn't you say I can't say the Islanders because the Oilers beat the Islanders, in my opinion. Brian, last year was the first time they put in the new lottery rules. San Jose got second without even getting their numbers drawn as a team below bottom 12, like Utah got picked. I know. It's brutal. We have a 44% chance for McKenna or Stenberg. That's really, that's what it comes down to. Yeah, of course they do. What you're saying is players from Michigan and Wisconsin. Okay, cool. I don't know what states your guys come from. All we know is American or Canadian. That's it. Or Russian or Swedish or Finnish. Okay, so you would know better than me. Great. Boston produces a lot of NHLers. Awesome. Wisconsin produces a lot. Great. Michigan. Cool. That's great. Just like used to be, Quebec used to produce the best goaltenders, but that's changed now. Did you hear Vancouver wants an MLB expansion? I did, Justin, and that's exciting. I think we should get one. That for sure. Our city could totally take care of that. Vancouver's a good sports city, and everyone's like, oh, they're the worst fans. No, they're not. They're faithful. Guys, we haven't won a cup. We keep selling out our stadium. It's like the Grizzlies should have never left. Just terrible ownership, terrible drafting. That Stu Jackson selecting Big Country. Guys, the guy who got drafted right before Big Country Reeves, Kevin Garnett. If they didn't pick Kevin Garnett, we would have had Kevin. This team would still be here. And for all those like, oh, see, the Grizzlies left. It's like, okay, so did the Sonics, who should have never left either. Now they're getting a team. We should get a Grizzlies team back. And we should get Major League Baseball. Absolutely 100%. That'd be awesome. Brian, it looked pretty legit. Show they didn't draft with all their staff there. People setting timers and telling when to draw the balls will be nerve-wracking to watch this year. Yeah, I think it's a more legit thing for sure. My friend Tony's in the building, and go Habs go. Yep, you got to be cheering for your Habs. That they look good. They look exciting this year. So Yeah, there's a lot of people thinking that the Habs are going to upset, but I think that's a close series. That's one of the best series for sure. I'd say BC and Ontario produce the most NHL players or top tier players out of the Canadian provinces. That's fair. It's probably true. I mean, Ontario has such a larger population that would make sense, right? The Thrashers were competitive too, despite being sold. Yeah, I mean they had their moments. I don't know. Are we just talking about Atlanta? Are we talking about outside of there too? Was it the Calgary Thrashers? No, that was the AHL team, I think. Yeah, so this is the topic for tonight, everyone. Can the Canucks play spoiler and upset the Oilers during the last game of the year? I really hope so. Avs versus Oilers, guys. That would be awesome. It'd be crazy because, like, you got McKinnon and McDavid going head to head in the round one. I mean, if you're the Avs, you do not want to see this, do you? Because if the Oilers take out the Avs, wouldn't you say that they have a pretty good path to go towards the Cup? But then they have to play the winner of Minnesota Wild versus Dallas Stars. That's the next one. That'd be a tough one. That'd be tough to win both those games. But hey, in order to be the best, you got to beat the best. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what we're talking about here. Okay. So, the U.S. has more people to choose from than Canada. We have less than 50 million people. Yeah, that's fair. It's fair. But this is our sport, right? Thrashers were so good they moved. Oh, I know. Brian says, since I moved to Edmonton a while back, there is a lot of hockey opportunity here. So many rinks around the city and outdoor rinks due to cold weather. I grew up in Hope, BC, and never had an outdoor rink. Yeah, I mean, Lower Mainland, you're not going to have an outdoor rink, right? So, baseball, no thanks. Basketball will never come back to Vancouver. Really? Why not? Why not? It was a great basketball city. The provincial tournament every year is fantastic, and then you got Abbotsford basketball, professional basketball team there. They're good. I think it's going to be great. It's going to be great. I think the Grizzlies could come back. Obviously, it wouldn't be the Grizzlies anymore, would it? Because it's the Memphis Grizzlies. So they should bring back the Indianapolis Racers. Okay. Mister. Even if the Oilers lose, they would need the Ducks and Kings to win to drop to 4. Yes. The Ducks play the Predators and the Kings play the Flames. They can totally do that. That's why this is realistic now. Wasn't good about Atlanta, was a bad market. Well, then that wasn't a good place to have it. It's a business. If people aren't showing up, it doesn't matter how good yeah. Key in Arizona, Phoenix. Give Atlanta a third chance. Canada could use another team. I know. They have our market, but I think Quebec needs a team. I think Saskatchewan needs a team. Can you put a stadium into Saskatoon or Regina? I would say it's got to be Saskatoon, right? They could support a team. Quebec could support a team for sure. Hamilton, I don't know. Does the Canucks have one last in them to win? I really, really hope so, Kelly. I really, really hope so. Wouldn't that be fun to end the season like that? So they can lose another cup. Cadet Dalton, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Tony says if Colorado beats LA Kings and Dallas beats Minnesota, and is the second round Colorado versus Dallas, or are they? No, they're not reseeded. It's Colorado versus Dallas. But what this video is about is that it might be Colorado versus the Oilers instead. But yeah, I see what you're saying. You don't think the Oilers are going to get dropping down. It's possible. It's must-see TV tomorrow night. Tell you that. Cadet Dalton says, bring back the San Antonio Rams. Oof, that's a blast of the past. Does baseball make a comeback in Vancouver? For sure. For sure. Murray, good to see you. It's been a while, man. How you doing from down under? Well, wait a minute. Is New Zealand considered down under? I'm not saying it's not Australia, but it's close, right? So who would the Oilers play if they win versus the Canucks? And who would want to support the Leafs? Those are great questions. Okay, so if the Oilers beat the Canucks in regulation or in overtime or in shootout, they have home ice advantage with either the Ducks or the Kings. The Ducks or the Kings. And I'm hoping the Ducks, because I'm tired of watching Kings versus Oilers again. It's just boring to me. The whole reason they did this stinking division, they don't have 1 versus 8, is because they want to have division rivalry. Guess what? Those guys, there's no rivalry. They don't hate each other. Maybe LA hates Edmonton, but Edmonton's won every single time. So if you're the Oilers, you want to play the Kings. You have their number. It's over. And Kopitar's been playing for 20 years. He's not going to single-handedly put his team on the back and win you this series. Drew Doughty is super old too. That LA Kings team is excited they made the playoffs. But the idea that they're going to go on a run, I would be shocked. I'd be shocked. So, so Oilers would get would get home ice advantage in that first round. But then if they won that game, they would play Vegas. Vegas could lose to the Mammoth. That Mammoth are good. We'll see. Every time Atlanta gets 1, it turns into Canadian. Calgary, Winnipeg could be either of those. Okay, that's fair. Oh, I'm rooting for it as a Kings fan. Don't get me wrong, but I'm also, as a Kings fan, we probably lose in a shootout. You better not. You better not. What would be NBA Vancouver team be called? Well, that's the news. It can't be the Grizzlies anymore. It would have to be something else, wouldn't it? So I don't think you can bring it back. No, basketball players do. They do play here. It's all about the money, man. You're going to offer someone some good cash, they'll stay here. Steve Francis didn't want to come. I get it. But like Toronto, people play in Toronto. It's a difference. If the Grizzlies' name, would it revert to them? If they pay them, I don't think that's worth it. Is the draft rigged? And if so, how well we know? Well, I don't think it's rigged. They show it live. You'll see it. You can watch it. Swerve Irvin, I like this idea. Bring back the Hartford Whalers. Absolutely. The green and the whale symbol, those are cool. Absolutely. Bring back the Hartford Whalers. Quebec Nordiques, too. A Vancouver baseball team would be great. Absolutely, Martin. Oh, crud. I meant San Antonio Rampage. Okay. I didn't know it was Rams or Rampage. Didn't know which one it was. Never heard of that team at all. Can Raps upset Harden and the Cavs? That's going to be tough. I hope so. The Cavs are good. They're not great. They're good. If you're saying, RevTrev, what do you think? I'll go with the Raptors. I'm not even a Raptors fan. The best type of cheese from the Vancouver Whiffers, a great baseball team. The old affiliates of the Knights before they moved to Henderson. Okay. Hate makes for a good series, though. Absolutely. That's why the Flyers Penguins one is going to be awesome. I think that's why the Stars versus the Wild, that's going to be a great one. They are not going to like each other. See, that's the thing. If the Oilers end up playing the Ducks, I just think the Oilers win, but at least you got Trouba and Gudis there, and they're going to cause problems in the scrums, guys. That's what they're going to do. 100 people in the stream tonight. This is awesome. Simon, good to see you. What's your predictions for NHL playoffs or Eastern Conference? I'm going to do a video on that, so I won't talk a lot about that tonight. But yeah. Philly and Pittsburgh is pure hate. Absolutely. I can't wait to watch it. Philly fans throw beer bottles at opposing fans. Yeah, they're crazy. Eagles fans, Flyers, Phillies too. Did they do that? 76ers? I'm already doing a hockey pool. Please join. I forgot to mention that. Thank you for telling me that. Where do I got it here? Where did I got it? Right here. So all you have to do is go to NHL Playoff Bracket Challenge, okay? And just search Kempner Canucks. You can join for free. Join it. Please join us. It'll be fun. I won last year. Try to beat me. I won last year. My own pool, I won it. So, I'm not sure the NBA will ever be back here, but who knows? Yeah, never say never. I missed a bunch of things. It's not something you're proud of, really. Okay, what's he saying? Yeah, this is not something to be proud of. Kempner Canucks today is 16 years to the day of Kopitar Doughty's first ever playoff game versus the Vancouver Canucks. That's wild, man. That is absolutely crazy. If Atlanta fumbles again, it's going to Quebec or Kansas City, perhaps. They're not getting a team, guys, in my opinion, but maybe they are. I think Flyers only serve plastic bottles due to it. Tony, yeah, they get paid in US dollars. Yep. So NBA, I believe the Major League Baseball gets paid in US dollars. Hockey players get paid in US dollars. Is it Montreal and Ottawa for the Eastern Conference? Is your prediction between Montreal and Ottawa for the Eastern Conference Canadian teams, in your opinion? I don't think they're going to meet each other. Nope. My money is on Tampa Bay Lightning winning the Stanley Cup if I was into sports betting. Martin, you know what, buddy? You can join this and literally put it in there. I want to see you actually put the Tampa Bay Lightning as your winner. So what you got to do is, anyone that goes into this, you got to pick your whole bracket. So after tomorrow night, you can register now. You got to add all your players in, your teams in, not players, all your teams in. And you got to do the whole thing. It's like set it and forget it, okay? You got to go all the way to the Stanley Cup final, figure out who's going to win, okay? And that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do, okay? So you got to set it before the first game on Saturday. And you can change it 1,000 times before Saturday, the first game, and then you can go there. So put your money. Well, no, there is no money. There is no money. It's free. So put it in there. I want to see you in there, Martin. Should be the best on best in the finals. We'll see. I mean, get a 7-game series. You got to earn it. It's not. No one gives it to you. Blame Bettman for rigging the draft. Well, it's not rigged this year, guys. NHL wants great first-round matchups. And if you think about first-round matchups, I don't think there's lots of great ones. I think there's 3 great ones, and that's it. And then the rest are all like, meh. Tampa Bay will flatten the Habs. I don't know. I think the Habs are better than you think, but I can't join the pool. Okay. Well, that's too bad. I wish you could. Just throwing this out there. NBA Vancouver Knights has a nice ring to it, in my opinion. Knights. Vancouver Ballers? I don't know. Dunkers? Martin, the Habs are a good team, but Tampa Bay is the most vicious, talented team in this season in the NHL. It's fair. Murray, do you think it may come down to the Coilers with their goalies because they ain't great and McJesus will throw his toys? Yeah, the biggest question is goaltending for them. Everything else is solidified and solid, in my opinion. Yeah, less taxes in Florida. Why many athletes go to Florida teams? Well, and so now same as Utah and same as Vegas, right? Is there another one as well? So yeah, and warm weather is easier on the body for sure. But the taxing, do we have a market of baseball? Of course we do. Of course we do. Gerald and I have a stream tomorrow night. Want to see the thumbnail? Sure. Sure, send it to me. I think we're following each other on Twitter. That'd be great. Wild versus Sabres would be fun. That would be fun. RevTrev for GM? Oh, for sure. I would love that job. I know it would not be easy. Vancouver 49ers. That's a great one too. I like that one. Reminds me a little bit more, though I know why you're saying that, but Vancouver for the basketball thing, I think the 49ers would remind people of the San Francisco 49ers. So let's see. Vancouver Snobs NBA team. Okay. Okay. In your opinion, for the NHL draft lottery of teams that don't make the NHL playoffs, what's your prediction, Vancouver's? I think we're getting number 1 or number 2. That's what I think. Been saying that for a while. Now, Tampa will shred any team like cheese that comes their way. Okay, we're going to find out. Sorvin says the Vancouver Downtown Eastsiders. I like that. In the regular season, okay. The Vancouver Rioteers. I shouldn't laugh, but that one's a good one. Playoff predictions. That's tomorrow. After tomorrow, I'm going to do a video on that. Tampa to Game 7 finals. So Perry loses 7 in a row. That would be awesome and horrible at the same time. I think San Francisco NFL team would sue them. I don't think you can because you don't have the rights to the last name. Like if you went the Vancouver Buccaneers or if you went the Vancouver Sharks, you can't sue them for that. Posting a link for your pool, Trev. It's right here. It's right here. Make sure you join it, everyone. Just search NHL Playoff Bracket Challenge in Google. It'll come up. It's the NHL one you want. And then search Kempner Canucks, right? The league number is 22388 if you can't find it that way. But you'll find it if you put Kempner Canucks in. You're going to. So it's KEMPNER Canucks. Okay? The 2011ers. Americans are good at suing people. It's true. Vancouver Riot, yeah. The Rioteers. 94 and 2011 speak for themselves. Do they? Do they really? Cadet Dalton, let's be honest. So do you think all Vancouver fans agreed with the riots? Do you think that some people just had evil intent and we're going to riot no matter what? In fact, my brother was at Game 7 for 2011. And he got out of there quickly because he heard people going, win or lose, we're going to riot. We're going to riot. There were some people that just were hell-bent on rioting. And there's tons of fans who were like, nope. No, they were not interested. Some people who had no plan on getting involved in it got caught up in it. So yeah, people come into my channel all the time and say, you guys are the worst fans because of the riots. Stop. Montreal rioted. You don't talk about that. Williams says Vancouver Vampires. There you go. That's a good basketball or baseball team. Do you think Vancouver could support? Yes. We've talked about that many times here tonight, Del. We totally could support a Major League Baseball team. I'm a fan of alliteration team names. Okay. Wait, the Vancouver Lumberjacks. There you go. Who remembers the BC Angels of the LFL? I do not. The Lingerie Football League. Who would you want to be would you want to be a broadcaster, and would you do it for Vancouver? I would like that. I just butcher names so bad. I'd have to really work on it. I mean, obviously, once I know names, it's easy. But I struggle sometimes with some of the pronouncing. Here you go. Pronouncing certain nationalities and not certain, just certain names of certain. Not all of them I have a difficulty with. I'd have to really work on it. I don't know if I could pull it off. I could be the color commentator, but I don't think I can do the play-by-play broadcaster. Martin, because BC could definitely have enough baseball fans. Oh, for sure. Canada is good at communism. Well, man, you've been watching Joe Rogan. I mean, jeez. Little Willie is a great troll name. The Vancouver is Canadian Philly. Wow, I disagree with that 100%. What odds would you give Foot at staying? I would say, I think 40% he stays. I still think he's a good chance he could stay. So, Vancouver Sasquatch of a baseball team. That would be awesome. William, it's kind of interesting, right? So you're calling someone that, but you're the one saying it. So probably shouldn't use that. But you guys love to have your beef. You guys are a little beef going on there. What a favorite NHL series are you looking forward to? And the one I'm looking forward to, bar down, has always been Wild Stars, but now that it's Flyers Penguins, that's the one I can't wait to watch the most. Yeah, a lot of Poco kids got away with it too. Bunch of entitled punks. Yeah, they're right. What was the year Montreal fans rioted after the first round series win? 2008. I'm not sure. Team names usually don't make sense to the city they're representing in sports. It's usually an obscure name, unrelated. Well, like Canucks is not, but the Orca is because we're on the West Coast and there's lots of Orca whales. No, Rogan. Did I say Vargan? It's Rogan. I've watched this podcast a lot. No, sorry, clips of this podcast a lot. There's a league for women in lingerie who play football. I've seen that. That's hilarious. I mean, I've never watched a game. I saw some reels on it. Vancouver is Canada. Now, Vancouver is Canada, Los Angeles. William, have you ever been to Vancouver? That's my honest question. Honest question. Have you ever been? Have you ever seen our city? It's always voted as one of the most beautiful cities in the world. Now, it's not even my favorite place in BC and British Columbia. I love Vancouver Island and the Okanagan way better than Vancouver. But as a city, it's pretty good. In your opinion, for the offseason NHL, what's your predictions for player Vancouver for target? Well, I don't think we're going to do much in the free agency at all. But I think that we could make some trades. I'll make a video on that. What odds would you give the fake Grogu staying? Oh, are you talking about this one? Not this one. Not this one. This one. This one is the new and improved. Why do I laugh every single time? I don't know, Grogu. You're the new and improved one. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, it's rich and snobby. Okay. You've been? It's amazing. Vancouver is amazing. Most people, it's nice, but people, meh. What does that mean? Most people, it's nice. No, is nice, but people, meh. That doesn't make sense. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Although I've never been to the island. Oh, the island is absolutely amazing. Thanks for having this, RevTrev. Really cool. You're welcome. You're welcome. Vancouver is one of the most beautiful cities in the world. I'll admit to that. Absolutely, Martin. Vancouver isn't what it used to be. I mean, every city's kind of struggling, right? Nowadays, I think I'm going to throw up. Okay, Trev, who do you think they will try and target in the offseason? I don't think they're going to target hardly anyone. I'm going to have to go over that list again, but I don't think so. Puke? What, because of Grogu? It's nice looks, people-wise. Nice looks, people-wise, I'll pass. Have you been? William, you haven't answered the question. Have you been to Vancouver? Things change. We'll have to meet the challenge. Exactly. Okay, everyone, don't forget, okay? Join the Kempner Canucks NHL Bracket Playoff Challenge, okay? Use this link here or search Kempner Canucks. And tonight's videos, are we going to do another spoiler alert? Are we going to win 4 games in a row to finish the year? Like, what's going to happen? This is pretty awesome. And will it be this? Canucks can do the funniest thing ever with a regulation win over the Oilers on Thursday. Let's go, Canucks. Let's go, Canucks. This would be great. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for coming out tonight. Let's I hope that you have a fantastic night. I want to make a couple videos tonight, so I got to end this early. It's 10:27. So we're probably in a good spot. Let's maybe I'll just keep this up here while I hit the outro. Thanks so much for being here. Of course, always we believe in blue. We got 1 game left. Don't forget that we have the final game of the season coming up. I'm doing a post-game show tomorrow night, final game of the season. And I'm pumped. I'm pumped about it, everyone. Plus, I've got draft content that's coming out. I've got one about CHL versus NCAA players. And that one's going to be must-see TV. If you haven't seen my McKenna versus Stenberg video, I did a video, I believe, on Verhoff, Malhotra, Carson Carls. I've done a who to draft in this first round, I believe I've done already. Like, I've done a ton. So go to my YouTube channel, go to playlists, and you'll see the NHL draft videos. So tomorrow, I'm going to be doing the final post-game show for the Vancouver Canucks season this year. And would love for you to be there. So have a great night, everyone. And of course, always, we cheer on this team. Believe in blue for 1 more game, okay? And we've done Tank Nation. We've done well. Mission accomplished. We're embracing the rebuild, and of course, always, go Canucks, go.